Bitcoin is going to zero. You heard it here first. Bitcoin is going to zero. You heard it here first. Bitcoin is going to zero.
Great morning, everyone, and wrong button of course, as always. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Train We Don't See. Actually, good night, everyone, and welcome to Train We Don't See. Hopefully, you guys are having a fantastic night. And boom shakalaka, I mean, no surprise, we are basically all back. Everything that was happening yesterday, you know, like we had 3 stopped outs. Right now, it's time to take some profits on some of those, and well, we are back at it, baby. Let's get it. Let me get started with you guys because you guys are the most important party here. We have Trading Tuition number first. What's up, my gaming buddy? How's it going, my friend? Welcome. Great to have you here around. We also have Alexandra G, the Mud Queen, in the house. Thank you so much, for Alexandra, for your help and also for staying here, spending a little bit of your time here with me. Really appreciate it. We also have Harv. What's up? Orange juice and coffee. You are my orange juice buddy, brother. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Here for the juice. Let's get it. Let's go. Jay Violet. What's up, Jay Violet? Great to have you around. Thank you very much for stopping by. Really appreciate it. Let's get it started because today is going to be a quick session. We have a lot to go through and I want to go over most of the trades that we suggested yesterday. So let's get it.
Double kill.
All right, so we got it right here. I know this isn't JASMY, but let's go over this here right here. Let me just get rid of that JASMY thing. And of course, thank you, Alexandra, for helping me out with the little taxing here. Look at that, timestamps, hype, Bitcoin Solana, memo. Look at that. That is fantastic. Easy to scroll, easy to find, and easy to recap. That is great. Thank you very much for that. Really appreciate it. All right, so we were talking about Bitcoin. This was the hit that we got back in the day, right? So that's why we have Inception. That's why we have 3 of me here. As you can see, hey, look at that evolution: black, gray, and then green, or whatever. It's just I've been washing my shirt too much lately, so that's why it's losing color here. By the way, true story. Not too long ago, we changed of washing machine, all right, and I was not aware that them thing actually heated the water, all right. So I'm used to just wash my cloth with cold water. So there was an old towel, right? I have almost pure white towels, and there was this last one, this old one, which was red. I know. But I've done that in the past, man. And nothing had happened, all right? So, all right. So, okay, let's get it. Let's put all of the towels, white towels, right there on the washing machine. And I threw, well, that one single red towel. I think that the changing factor, it was that the washing machine always heats up the water. But it was my very first time using that one because it was new. And long and behold, guess what happens? Now we have all pink towels. Dude, no kidding. They look like a factory pink. No kidding. They turned out so well that when we tell this story to our parents, they just did not believe us. I mean, they just look so good in pink. It's not like pink, but they just look like factory pink, if that makes sense. But there we go. And then when everybody asked, we just said, well, we had a sale on pink towels, so we grabbed it. So there we go. Story of that. Hey, Gary, by the way, I owe you an explanation, Gary. You were asking, where was it? 2 classes ago, because I think you missed yesterday's class. 2 classes ago, what was my favorite? If I had to choose between the linear regression and the classical oscillator, which one would I be picking? And hands down, Prime Oscillator Pro. All right, hands down. The other one is very nice, and I use it as Confluence. But if you already have both, you can also use them as Confluence if you want, right? I think it's easier to understand the Oscillator Pro, and well, you don't really need to add an indicator over another indicator to have, like that, the linear regression oscillator combination that we have, right? Just mentioning, just saying. I did that, but in an accident. I did also too, bro. With what? Wink, wife. At the time, did not let me watch ever again. Well, something like that just happened. And yeah, another funny story, by the way. This happened to my wife 2 days ago. Well, we got the smart rings, right? The which ones are it called? Rincon, right? The Rincon. And I was working on something. So I put it onto my pocket, and since it's that time she took care of the clothing, when she was drying the thing, she started hearing like cling, cling, cling. Went to just look at the thing, and she saw something shiny in there, right? Dude, those things are resilient, to be honest. Olga, did you see what? Yes, I did, Olga. Yes, I did. So nice. I told you that was a good area of support. I was expecting to go a little bit lower. I was actually expecting a dead cat bounce, but fantastic. And we're going to be going over that, by the way, Olga. So yeah, boom shakalaka. There you go. Great call, by the way. Great call. Love story time. I know, so do I. All right, let's go into the chart. Let's go one by one. And yeah, we got it. I don't know if you can see it, but it's right here. It is ETHFI. We'll see that. All right, so far we were talking about here about a break of structure entry. Where was it? This is hype. By the way, hype, no trade still. We were looking for that possible retracement back down or breakout retest continuation. We don't have it just now, right? It's just basically a little bit of the same, a little bit more of the same, right? This is, let's go and check that out really quickly. So let's go over hype. And come on, it was right there. Oh, here it is. All right, perfect. And we should be having another hype if I'm not hyper liquid. All right, perfect. So this one is already gone, right? I mean, we were talking about this area right here with the support and resistances. We are getting to the resistance zone. We quite don't have yet the entry. Remember, let's go back to the video right here. And well, we were also after this. Let me see if I can scroll all the way. No, and that was basically, why did I change from there? All right, we have a breakout. Now we're going for breakout retest, all right? So we are under resistance. We have the reversal, right? Let's clean this up. Perfect. It's not about the breakout. It's about the what? The retest. And off we go with our included reversal. So am I going to be trading this reversal? I don't think so. Not quite there yet, but I'm absolutely going to be trading the bounce back up. So let's add our alerting here. We're going to be hunting for that re-entry, and well, off we go. So I think that is going to be a good retracement back and then continuation. So set your alerts. Here it is at 48,696. All right, so let's go back to Solana. I think that was the next one in here. Oh no, Bitcoin. It was Bitcoin with the break of structure trade. Let's see, there was explanation of what happened here. And what is our break of structure trade? Come on. It's even right there. That's it. That is where it should be. I just don't see it. I don't seem to be hunting it. All right, so we were talking about the break of structure trade. Remember that I mentioned that very important. We need to tie up our entry because in that case, we could be buying the very top, right? In fact, remember we went over the 3 Bitcoin charts that we were talking about. And well, looking for that breakout continuation, we did have the break of structure right here on the 30 minutes. So we have a open trade. Come on, where is my trade on Bitcoin? All right, I just don't see it. No, we have a trade in Bitcoin. Come on, I'm seeing my broker right now. But is it not in here? All right, let's call it out. I'm not gonna be spending too much time in this one, but just so you know, I mean, I don't know. For some reason, it's just not there. For some reason, all right. We have the breakout retest, continuation, breakout structure entry right here. As we were coming back up, well then your secondary entry. Where is my Bitcoin trade? Come on. All right, it's not here for some reason. Maybe I just deleted it. But all right, let's just, this is baffling me like so hard. Let's just remove this. And let's go back into the analysis. All right, so we have a little bit of a megaphone. We were into the 30 minutes in here. Perfect. I do recall that we have a drone in here. All right, perfect. And then we were looking at a possible pump up here based on the higher time frames, and then a retracement back down. That's fine. We already had that break of structure entry. In fact, our break of structure entry was right there, and off we go. But I mean, at this point, we're creating a little bit of a pennant. I believe that we're gonna hit some highs right there, and that is because, let's bring up order blocks. No, wait, yeah, sorry, predictive ranges, and we have our last predictive range all the way there. At this point, I'm gonna be looking for a retracement. So far, JASMY, any giveaways? Not just yet. Not yet, but maybe in the future we might have. I closed it too early. No, that's fine, Olga. That is completely fine. If you took some profits and you close it in profits, that is completely fine. Don't regret that. Don't regret that. Hello, Spee. How is it going, brother? How is it going? All right, so let's go and check out a couple of other things that we do have in here. And, well, they played out very nicely. Let's see. All right, so maybe didn't do that. Man, I'm stuck on that. All right, so talking about Solana, here it is. All right, perfect. We were looking at for this rejection and coming back up with some strength in here. There we go, hitting some resistance at the top, coming back down. We had a possible entry right there and looking for that continuation upwards. All right, so this is where Solana left out. Let's go and check that out. All right, so Solana. Or was it Solana? It just looked... I'm just baffled. All right, whatever. I'm letting go Bitcoin, man. I don't know what happened there. All right, so we have a trade on Solana. As we have, there we go, our flip of the ribbon, continuation forward. We were hitting this zone. We did not have a bounce back down, but we broke the previous retracement, or sorry, the previous what is it? Solana, where is our alert? Our previous stop, basically breakout, retest, continuation. Our entry, it is right here, right after that flip of the ribbon, coming back up from this area, making the flag out, and off we go. So far, we should be already taking some profits. All right, so move your stop to entry, and off we go. This trade is already our profits 50% out, and move your stop to entry. All right, I don't know what's going on in here. All right, let's go for another one really quickly. Let's go to memo. Let's skip memo, and then let's go over grass. All right, grass, this is an important one. I was expecting here it is, maybe if for some time to go over here. Man, I'm still thinking on that Bitcoin thing. I don't know where is it at, but it's hard for me to let go. I don't know why. A little bit maybe too apprehensive. I don't know. The point is that right here I was expecting, well, if we are able to make a range, get out of there as quickly as we can. All right, let me bring up the captures in here. All right, we're getting extremely close to that big performance diamond right at the bottom. You see that? Remember? And then if we bounce, we might look at this low back here. All right, let's go. All right, whatever. And then, all right, have that movement back upwards. All right, so we were looking for that peak performance diamond. And if for some reason we just range, we get the hell out of there as soon as possible. All right, here is grass. Right, here's my peak performance diamond. Let's go for that line in here. So a vertical right there. Remember that peak performance diamond appears on the candle close right there. There we go. There is my entry and candle close peak performance, and then well, the rest of the rest is history, right? I mean, if you waited for the break of that structure or crossing over, that would have been right here. A little bit too late, but you still fine. So boom shakalaka with grass. Guys, take profits, move your stop to entry. In this case, instead of taking 50% out, I'm gonna take 2 times 50. All right, so that will be 75% out of this trade. Gare, what's up? Do you have any approx of Solana pullback? We can go check that out. 1 second. Nick Dom, what's up? Welcome. Spee, what's up, brother? Double shout out. And they said, hey, Wickwife, welcome. Great to have you around. Don't worry, that's fine. As long as you're in here, that makes my day happy. Thank you for spending a little bit of your time here with us. All right, so Solana, let's go back really quickly for Solana. Gary's asking, do you have an approximation or approximate of Solana pullback? Not sure if I'm understanding. Solana pullback, this is jumping. I mean, this is going to the moon. I mean, where is it gonna top out? Is that your question? Or you're already into a short and you want to see if we're gonna get a pullback? Not 100% sure. If you're looking for a pullback, well, on the liquidity zone right here, we can bring up our support and resistances, or better yet, let's liquidity zones. Here it is. All right. And well, the next area of resistance, it is right here. It's well marked between this purple line and this red line, and of course this golden line. So it's this box right there. So being that the previous area of resistance or support, that's exactly the next area that we're going to be looking for resistance right there on the 30 minutes. All right. So if that was your question, I mean, where can we expect a pullback to happen? Both. I'm in a short, and I would like to know when we'll top out. Oh, I see. That's a very tough question. All right, so I can give you just a careless answer. Let's try that first. All right, so it's gonna top out somewhere around 237. All right, so that is a careless question. The answer. All right, at that point you should be taking your profits and moving out of the thing. But that's also a responsible answer. All right, so here's the thing. Here, I think you might be looking at. I mean, I don't know. Your question leads me to believe that you might be looking at this maybe not the most optimized way. It's not the wrong way, all right? Not absolutely. It's just maybe not the most optimized way, all right? So you don't really need to expect or predict reversals. And you should only be taking shorts when you have your confirmation. Like, for example, this is like very, very simple, all right? Draw your trend line. I mean, let's even get the indicators out, all right? 101 trading, my friend. Here we go. The first thing that you will see here is that this trend line is very far away, all right? This is because you're in a parabolic movement. Let's draw the parabolic movement. That is one of the classes. If you haven't watched our courses, watch them. They are in this channel. And they're free, all right? I talked about the trends. The trends, that is a very nice class, all right? So we go for a parabola. And this is not the very perfect way to go for or go about it. Let me, even use another one in here. The arc, yeah, much better. All right, much better. There it is. All right, so the point is that you want to make it as precise as possible. All right, there it is. All right, this is our parabolic trend. Okay, and by the way, you have a trend, an indicator for this. Let me collapse this, and that is the ghost trend crossing. You see that? It draws a parabolic trend for you. Okay, and then it gives you a trend line based on that parabolic trend. See that? All right, perfect. Just go ahead and add it. Here's the thing. You don't short the thing. You don't short this until you have three things happening. First, losing your trend. When are you losing the trend? You're losing your trend when you're losing your trend line. That's what a trend line is for, to measure the trend, right? So, Garrett, maybe you might be inclined to note this, all right? So once you lose the trend, perfect. Now you're looking for first significant low. Where is my lows in here? Even if I match them, that is a significant low, all right? And then you're looking for a significant lower high. This is the only tricky part, all right? Because this is going to be your entry for the short. Like, let's go over here. Like, for example, let's bring up, I don't know, support resistances. And you can scroll over a couple of things. All right, here is an order block. Let's just imagine that order block, it's going to still be there once the price action is in here. Most likely it's not. It's going to disappear as we break it through. Or if we break through, I'm not saying that we're going to be coming back down, all right? Just to make sure, this is not a confirmation that this is coming down. This is just as an example of when you short, all right? So, let's just say that once we get to meaningful lows, all right, and we start bouncing, this is the tricky part, you look for meaningful lower highs, all right? And you look for something like support resistance. For example, this one, here it goes. Look at this outstanding line, all right? So when the price action gets in here and it hits your alert, that's when you look back at your oscillator. And then your oscillator should be doing this, crossing below this area, or having or creating a lower high, right? That is it. That's your entry. All right. So that is your entry. Short position. Where is it? Short position. You aim at your previous high. You then push a little bit for that wiggle room. And then you aim for the next area of liquidity. Here for TP1. Here for TP2. Here for TP3. Right? But this is your entry. You need a structure. Because otherwise, I don't know what's your process. I might be missing something, all right? I might be missing something, which is all right. Maybe you're looking at this overextension. You just want to confirm with me, right? But if that is the case, well, it makes sense to ladder in, but I'm just not seeing that anything here to actually tell me that we're going downwards. So for me, and here's the thing. Here, you're using a stop loss. I'm trusting that you're using a stop loss, all right? Even if you got the very TP top, all right? And then this thing flies up, you're getting stopped out, right? And where your long, your current long can still cover for that. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you're just going to have a little draw back down. So instead of saying that you're wrong, because I don't think that you're wrong, I think you're right. But I'm just thinking that you are not having the most, let's say, efficient. That is the word. Efficient approach. If you let me have an opinion on that, of course. But remember, it's not about me. It's about you. Whatever floats your boat, because that is what's going to make you money. So far, let's go back to just the careless answer. Your next resistance area, it is between 236 and 241. You can start looking for a rejection in here and look when your oscillators start dropping below your zero line. That is going to be kind of like the more impersonal question, if you allow me, Gare. But remember, because I care, I give you the better answer, if that makes sense. All right, so let's go and check out a couple of other stuff in here. We have Solana. What was the next one? Do we still have Olga around? Olga, it's time to take a look at grass and ETHFI or something, whatever, right? So guys, take profits in here. There you go. Very proud. Thank you very much. No, I appreciate it. My pleasure. But by the way, remember, grab whatever makes sense, all right? Keep it. And then whatever it doesn't, don't let it consume RAM, right? So just whatever doesn't make sense, throw it off the window. Throw it off the window. It doesn't matter, right? At the end of it all, you're nailing some trades. I know that. All right, so let's go. Grass, it played out very, very nicely right after that peak performance diamond, all right? Breaking through the very next one right there, and it's time to take some profits. Remember, 50-50 right here. Am I taking 50% out? Yes, but then let's just say that out of 100, I took 50. I still have 50. 50% of 50, 25. So right here, I'm already having 25 plus 50, right? Which is a 75% out. That is the logic that I'm applying here. A double out here, and I still have quote-unquote 25 bucks in left. So 25% of that trade still in, just in case we go to the moon, all right? And anything else, I already have my stop to entry. So let's freaking go. All right, so let's take a look at linking here. Very important. Wait, no, let's get it with this one, because this was a trade not taken. And I was not looking at this, but it was a fantastic, phenomenal trade. Let's go over that explanation, because Olga was talking about, hey, I just entered into what was it, a long, right? And I was like, really? I mean, I would be looking for a further continuation downwards, because this looks like a flat pause of bearish continuation, right? Until or unless we have, where is that ETH thing? Here it is. So unless, and I mentioned, hey, I don't think that you're wrong, because this is a big support, but we have a loud order block, right? So going to the loud order block, and I suggested, right, as a friendly suggestion, take 50% out in there, or take some profits out of there, and maybe prepare for a short, right? Because I believe that this is a dead cat bounce. It seems like we have either a rounded top or a double bottoming, so double topping here, right? Coming strong, having a loud order block, being below our zero line. Right here, everything was pointing like we could have a dead cat bounce, right? And let me tell you, look at that. I mean, the actual entry, and I marked it. I did not took it, but I did marked it, all right? And I made it here, all right? So take trade not taken, but I was watching it. I mean, that was a fantastic, phenomenal trade. So Olga beat me right here, taking his entry somewhere around there. Fantastic. Love it. Olga, nice. Good job. Great job. All right. So the next thing was, all right, if you did not take that, well, what is it about? Crossing diamond or the reversal diamond. Let's go for it. Right here, if we're looking for it, let me clear this up so we have a cleaner canvas right there. Or if you're looking at your oscillator, one candle before. Garrett, look at this. Let me show you. This is to also answer a Dutch short. We'll see. Garrett, this is another one that you asked me 2 class ago, right? If I needed to pick between any of those two, I would always pick my Prime Oscillator Pro. It tends to be a little bit more clean and clear. And also look at when we start piercing through that zero line. One candle before, right? So it was faster. I mean, sometimes it's slightly faster, sometimes it's a little bit faster, right? This has alerts built into it, right? As our linear regression oscillator doesn't, so on and so forth. It has so much more goodies, all right? And important with ETHFI, it's making a goose hit, all right? And here's another thing that I want to add to this, Olga and Gare. If I have a goose hit, that means little retracement. We already have it. All right, look at that. It's also, and when we have the peak for a further push and then a bigger retracement. How far of a push up, I don't know, but this thing could blow. Why? Because it's very volatile. Look at the look at the movements when this thing breaks, spikes, right? So let's bring up our indicators to see maybe how far up can we be going. So we are right now hovering around a resistance. Perfect. That's why we are rejecting. Let's bring up now I want to see my predictive ranges. Oh, here they are, right? So breaking the purple line. Oh, that's interesting. Because if we're breaking the purple line, soon enough, we're going to have another predictive range building up here. And remember, as soon as that happens, we're aiming to the blue line direction, all right? It doesn't always plays out, but, oh, right here, we already have it. All right, so we broke the purple. Where is the blue line? Ooh, it's a little lower. All right, so I can work with that. Maybe a retracement back up and then to the blue line, dynamic reactor, maybe a reentry. That actually fits what we're looking into, all right? Be careful because this can be inverted. So when do you re-enter? You re-enter on pullbacks. At least a 33% pullback. So let's go for that Fibonacci here. And 20, 30, a little bit lower. So around here. So I would call the 164 pullback for the first strike for re-entry. I wouldn't go because ETHFI is a low cap, right? But I just need to congratulate Olga. Congratulate you, Olga. That was a pretty freaking nice trade. Shout out to you. All right. We have Dodge Short. Let's take a look at first Link. All right. Link, we are closer to a possible re-entry. All right. We're getting, look at this, closer to a flip of the ribbon. All right. Let me lock this one in here. And let me also lock this other one in here. Let's get rid of this. There we go. And not only add a Fibonacci. Oh man, look at this. Where our Fibonacci is going to be? Breakout, maybe this one for a little retracement down to the 33%. We are all already there. Or we're going to be taking this one here. The very top for a 20-30% retracement. That we're still going for it. All right, so I think that because we already have this major pullback and we are creating a higher high, I think that we could create a lower high, but still create a little bit of volatility here. So I'm going to be looking somewhere around right there, 23%, but very, very important. I'm looking at my oscillator here. I want to see that flip of the ribbon either there or right below here. When that happens, I need to look for what is the next upcoming support or resistance. Right now, we are on support, and I don't have the flip of the ribbon. All right, so we need to let go one more candle, loud and loud. Where is my entry on my right here? Which means this could maybe spike and back up. All right, and then your entry on the way up. All right, so looking for that possible re-entry on Chainlink. If you really are feeling risky and you haven't just entered in here, wait for one more candle and then try to go for a long position once again as you start seeing this curl back up. All right, so be a little patient on Link. It's time to take some profits and move your stop to entry. Finally, I really needed a couple of mega or giga pumps like this ones, but not giga pumps, but good pumps in here to bring up that mood. All right, so let's go. You guys asked for, what was it? Hey, all set. How's it going? Gaming Body, how's it going? X0A AOX or A0X? Let's go check that out. A0X. I don't think so. Or AOX, maybe. Oh, did we got it? No, that was AOX. Not there, man. What are we looking at? A0X, maybe? I don't know what to look for. Nick Don 3333. Give me the heads up. What should I be looking for? I'm trying to, brother. I'm trying to, but I just can't see it. Let me even copy and paste it. So I just copy it from the chat, pasting it, and is this the one? Mainland Electric Corporation? Coinbase? Wrapped BTC on base? Maybe? Uniswap base? Alright, why not? Let's go for this one. And if I know, then let me know. Because I don't know what is Coinbase wrap BTC on base. On Uniswap base. Alright, so Bitcoin on base. Alright, maybe this is it. Okay. So far, we have a possible scenario for the upside. We have a trend line right here. We haven't actually broken any of that trend line, but we have a buy signal reversal, little range sweeps of the lows, creating a higher low, having a higher low too, breaking through the zero line. We're getting basically long in here. All right, so good there, good for that one. Okay, you replied here, AOX Exxon base. Let's go for it. Bass. I know, brother. I'm really trying. Give me the specific ticker that I can just copy and paste. And I promise you, I just copy and paste it, and we do analysis on that. I just need to be honest. Let me try once again. Select, copy, Control C, Control V. That future industries, maybe? I don't think so, because you mentioned. Not sure, brother. Not sure. I'm really trying, man. Let's go for this one. All right. I mean, I don't want to miss it, but let's go. Is that the one? Hey, guys. Hey, Kelly. How's it going? Lurking and aim eating dinner. Let's go. Drink a beer for me. Kelly, if you drink beers, let me know. Drink a beer. Can you analyze say, please? Yeah, absolutely. Can do that. Here we go. All right, so let's zoom out. 4 hours. Let's turn this off for a second. Let me bring this up back up here. Let me just get rid of the reversals for a minute here. You already have a reversal here, which is important. What else do we have? Market Pro. All right, perfect. Reversals. We have the same ones. All right, so let me adjust this. 1 second. All right. Save this. Perfect. Okay. So we are below the dynamic vector. We're struggling to make that little high. Something important is this, that we have the really long neck balloon docking here. Makes sense to have a liquidity sweep of the lows here and then a continuation. We are above the zero line. We're still bullish, although we're losing that bullishness. Very important. We're looking for that peak performance diamond right here. All right. And maybe sweep, a flip of the ribbon. So what we're going to be looking for, it is a continuation if we start coming back down. This pattern, remember, this is something that we learned from Alex on Crypto. It is a balloon dog. It is a three-legged long neck balloon dog. Nonetheless, I mean, if, in all seriousness, we can have a breakout. We do have a reversal, but this is a breakout, reversal, retest. And if we can nail that retest, here we go, we were gonna have a strong retracement back to where the liquidity is at. And look at that, despite my line is very cricket. Well then, let's go for this area right here. As you can see, it's pretty damn close to our resistance. So TP number 1 in this case, it's gonna be, of course, TP1, a 50% out, TP2, another 50% out, TP3, let it in case you go to Valhalla, although I will be basically just taking my money in here. Important, if you see this sweep of the lows in here and we're having this reversal, but we have a lower high, still keep that long open or going. If we bounce, most likely you're gonna be entering a little bit late, like in here, which is fine. Your stop loss is right here at this low, and you need to add a little bit of a wiggle room. Okay, your break point, it's gonna be if you lose this area, right? We're gonna be going lower, and I think we could be into something like this, where we're gonna be finding slightly lower support. All right, we have another areas of supporting here, so it wouldn't make sense to do this and then higher low, and then off we go. But so far this is looking good. I mean, we already have a triple bottom or a three-legged long neck balloon dog. Man, that's a Chernobyl balloon dog. Let's tag Alex on crypto. He needs to see this shit. let me take a picture of this, and then I'll send it to him. That's so hilarious. There it is. All right, so got it here. We'll wait for that, and let's get it. Let's see. Hey, French toaster. Hey, brother. Welcome. Hola, brother. Hola. How's it going? Love it. Love that you're here, man. Harp, what's up, brother? Double, triple shout out. All right, so let's do one more. Let's do one more, and for this one, I want to go over the crypto bubbles. Let me see what is it like really low and really high. We have SPX, we have Aster. All right, Aster. We have SEC, we have Cake, we have ETHFI. Oh, okay, nice call. Dude, I'm not gonna get tired of shouting you out. That was a freaking nice call. All right. So let's go. I think Cake could be a good bubble to burst, right? Or IRA. It's a good project, so I don't think so. Aster could be another one, but it's backed up by Binance. I mean, we're about to get a airdrop here, so not really sure on Aster, but let's go over Cake. Why not? Let's see. Can I trade this? Yes, I can. Bybit. I'm telling you, that's what I keep. Binance in here, although I don't like it. Binance, Bybit, all right. BitGet, all right, so we can trade this, whatever. So let's go for Cake, pancake swap. And let's add it in here. We already have it, of course. Come on, really? Here it was. All right. So it has a fantastic, look at that blowout to the upside. Perfect. Right here, we're having a little bit of a goose head, so we need to wait. That means a little retracement, further continuation, then big retracement. So we're going to be looking for some retracements right here. A little bit lower. Right there at 325. We'll see how that goes, and that is going to be our next possible reentry. Our trigger is going to be peak performance diamond, and of course, the flip of the ribbon. I believe that this could still go much higher, so be careful with Cake. We are not going to be looking for an absolute short, just a quick short, right? And then a head switch right there. So let's get it. That's going to be it for tonight, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Really appreciate you guys stopping by. And a quick shout out to Kelly, French Toaster, Jesse, what's up, brother? How's it going? Harp, J Violet, Alexander G, and the new faces that stop around here: Nick Donner 33, Liquid Tego, and all set, of course. Who else we got in here? JB, what's up, JB? How's it going, my friend? Hulk Smash, welcome, brother. Spee, all set. Who else? We got 2 Dub. How is it going? Olga Gare and Wick's wife. Who else we got? J Violet, triple shout out. Speed, double shout out. Nick Donner 33, double shout out. And Trade Intuition. Thank you guys so much for jumping in. Really quick, hit that like button. Really helps with the algorithm. We're growing thanks to you. Keep it up, because you guys are gonna take us to the moon. Just clicking that like button. Thank you so much, guys. And as always, hey, we have a new face here. Ansel, don't forget me. Absolutely, Ansel. Welcome, my friend. And thank you. Yeah, thank you. By the way, add me, man. Ansel, it's at Piper Academy, so I can see you. Not forgetting about you, my friend. There we go. Thank you. Click that like button, guys. And the Dusty Hunt. Hey, also, I almost skip you. The Dusty Hunt, Ansel, of course. Thank you guys so much. If I'm missing anyone, please let me know. And, well, tag me so I can see it. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for jumping in. The only thing that we ask in return is a little like. And other than that, guys, stay safe and take your profits, because if not, somebody else is going to take it from you, and that's not cool. Guys, see you guys tomorrow.
Bitcoin is going to zero. You heard it here first. Bitcoin is going to zero.